How much did Bronny James really improve from last season to this year's Summer League? Well, we're going to answer that question in this video. I think instinctually, I think basketball IQ-wise, and I believe the ability, the intangibles on the floor have all improved a ton. I mean, his knowledge to when to send that fire or blitz right here as his defender does a great job standing up this ball handler, gets a steal, heads out in transition, and then ultimately bangs this thing home. He did a great job this Summer League. We are going to break down some film. I want to show you why and how I believe this man is going to be on the verge for some playing time this season with the actual Lakers roster. They added Marcus Smart, who can potentially help get him better defensively. But you know what? Let me stop talking. Let me just break down the film. Let's dive into it. Now, what's crazy is every single game of this year's Summer League was a little bit different in terms of what he was working on. Game 1, they really wanted him to work off the ball in the corners as a three-point shooter. We know Luka and LeBron, they're going to generate a lot of double teams. So if Bronny's in the game, he's going to be able to he needs to make these three-pointers, especially if they're wide open. And in Game 1, he showcased to us, yeah, I can hit those shots, right? And I believe that's what Game 1 was about. Game 2 was a little bit different, right? When they took on the Spurs, they wanted to see how he did with the ball in his hands. Can you generate your own baskets? Can you do the things necessary to draw double teams, to find your open teammates? But more importantly, can you score at will, right? Right here, blows by his defender, drives into the lane, and just gets a nice little layup, right? Beautiful job. Nothing too special here. But again, right, how can we work off the pick and roll, step back, fade away mid-range over Cooper Flag? They also wanted to see how good he would do defensively versus a number 1 on an opposing team. I actually heard that Bronny said, no, I want to cover him. I want to show everybody how good of a defender I am. He's the one that wanted to guard Cooper Flag, right? Now watch him come off this screen. We know at the end of the day, they're either going to fully switch this, right? Send Cooper Flag with the screener and send the big over, right? That's probably what they're going to do. Now, as this play happens, you're going to see this guy's actually in a drop zone coverage where he's covering the roller, but Cooper Flag's kind of stuck in jail, right? Essentially what that means is he's stuck behind Bronny. Now, what you can do as an on-ball player like Bronny here, you can try to get in front, force the big up and throw the lob, or you can plant your foot into the ground and step back, and that's exactly what he does here. Boom, step back, fade away mid-range over an outstretched arm of Cooper Flag. Another great job. We're going to run the same play, but this time with the double drag. First screen set, second screen set, dribble handoff between Bronny and Darius Bazley. Boom. Now we stop on a dime, right? We don't care. We stop on a dime and we pull up this shot. Great job by Bronny. Once again, great job shooting the ball. These are things we just weren't seeing consistently enough during the G League last year. And I feel like right now, he's emerging as someone that could play a lot. Versus the Pelicans, I feel like they really wanted to see how well he could do facilitating the ball, especially in transition, right? So right here, we get the ball up and look at the hustle, right? This guy's working very hard to outrun their defenders in transition. Look what Bronny does. Instead of trying to throw this lob up or forcing up a shot, he gets to the airspace of his defender, makes sure that there is no rotating back, and finds his big rolling to the basket, not stopping that man in transition. And here's another one. Again, in transition, get him the ball early. Let's see what he can do in these transition fast break opportunities, right? Drives into the lane. Boom. Nice little layup over defender. Great job. Transition. How well can you play in transition? Well, Bronny showcased in a couple of these games that he can definitely take control of an offense. Here we go. Same game. Transition. Get him the ball. Let's see what he can do. Drives into the lane. Finishes over a big. Great finish right there. He goes up and then brings it back around. Look at this, right? Goes up like he's going to take this early shot. Brings it back around. Gets an easy layup because he was able to get the guy to bite early. Right? So overall, the dude is getting better in a lot of different categories. 3-point shooting in the corners. Defensively versus Cooper Flag, I thought he did a great job that game. And then in transition, he's really starting to get better as well. All right, here's a smart pass. They're going to set the screen where they send Cole Swider to the basket. All we're doing as Bronny is reading the big. If he steps too far up to this, we're going to have that pass wide open, right? So you're going to see the big actually overcommit to the wrong side, right? And now we have a lane to the basket. Bronny does a great job reading, reacting to what the defense did. And that was a beautiful pass. It was a beautiful pass. Look at this thing one more time, right? Quick, decisive, and right where it needed to be. Great job by Bronny. Now, we're about to get really in-depth here in a second. Before we do that, hit the like button. If we get over 300 likes on this video, we will post non-stop Bronny James Laker videos throughout the entirety of preseason and regular season, breaking down film. But also, most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It is free, doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we will be covering the Lakers all year. So we got you guys covered. Turn on post notifications, and let's dive right back into the video. All right, another really good play. Gets an isolation here. We kind of clear out. Look how much space he has from the left, the right. So much space, which means this defender is on an island. So he's going to probably try to prevent the drive more than anything, because they know Bronny's not the most elite shooter in the world, right? But Bronny's been getting better. He acts like he's going to drive. You see the first step is backwards for the defender. He's really trying to guard that drive to the basket. Now he just pulls up. You got him to back up just like a foot, right? Look at the back foot, right? Boom. I mean, he hops back. Great separation. Quick trigger three. Drains it. Go. Here's another one. In the corner, right? We get a one-on-one opportunity. We jab. We pump. We jab. We drive. Step back. Create separation. Corner three. Beautiful. This guy's really starting to figure out how to play in the NBA. And this is NBA competition. Might not be the top of the top, right? It's summer league, I get it, but these guys have made it far enough where NBA teams are scouting them like, okay, this guy's got potential, right? So it's not like he's going up against nobodies, going up against some good players, man. And he's showcasing what he could do. Another great one. We're going to set this screen to the right side. Boom. First thing that we want to read is this opposing big. As we come off this thing, if the big goes back over to the screener, we're going to have a wide open floater or a layup at the rim, right? But if he comes over and guards that baseline off the screen, we already know that they fight over these screens, right? So essentially when that happens, they create this double team or this blender, and then boom, we quickly pocket pass, basically from the front foot to the front foot. A pocket opens up off the screen. We pocket pass that thing in there with a nice bounce and give our big an open layup. Great pass there by Bronny. He's doing the right things. Here's another one-on-one. Acts like he's going left. Crossover right. Spins. Fake. I mean, look at this. This is like Kareem. He is Kareeming this thing. What is happening? Where is this coming from? This dude Bronny doesn't even look like Bronny. I mean, this is insane. Insane type of stuff right there. I mean, I'm excited for him, man. He's really turning into a good player. All right, here's a one-on-one matchup he likes. Look at him, so quick. Look at this. I mean, that is epic. Fake spin, right? Boom, fakes the spin to the inside, goes back out quick, and then finishes through contact. Should have been an and one. How do you not call that? Last play, want to showcase a little bit of his passing. We get this high screen, the big rotates over, and the first thing that we notice is the guard comes back. He doesn't fully switch. Now we have an open roll of the basket. He continues to get that leverage onto the big, right? And look at this. He's going to quickly find his big wide open down low for a dunk. Beautiful job by Bronny. I think he got better at corner three-point shooting when open, which is huge for this Lakers team specifically. I think he's a much better passer out of the high pick and roll or even any pick and roll. I think he's a better player in transition as a playmaker, but also a scorer. And I think his defense is definitely improving. His ability to just want to go up against the best player every single game. Showcased. Here's a corner three or a fake three. Dish down off the rotation from the defense. One more time, right? Corner, right? They're going to close out the three. We're going to up fake, get them to run by, which means now we have the leverage. We drive, we move the big over, and we find our big for an open layup, right? Look at this guy rotates, quick dump down. Beautiful job. I'm all in, man. He's a good player. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.